Hi, Ron Benning here with the Sacramento Fourplex market update for the period ending February of 2025. Let's look at the key developing market trends and what the target break-even GRA is for a Sacramento Fourplex. Developing trends leave evidence. Watch to the end to see what is likely to happen soon. February 2025 was a buyer's market for fourplexes in the Sacramento area. We currently have a 7.3 month supply of fourplexes. Although the number of active listings have not recovered to where it was a few months ago, the listings are up 10% from the previous month. Sales increased by 50% over the last month from 2 to 4. But this sale level is consistent with historical averages, so it's nothing to get too excited about. Pending sales are down 33% from 3 pending fourplexes last month to only 2 right now. This does not bode well for closed sales this next month. So what's causing all these trends? Not to beat a dead horse, but the mortgage market is the primary driver of the fourplex market right now. The base interest rates in February came down a smidgen from 6.84 to 6.76, keeping in mind that the rate for a fourplex is about 0.5% higher than the current rates. This would mean that the rate for a fourplex is about 7.25% right now. Talk to a mortgage professional to get a more precise rate with an APR. As you can see on the chart on the screen, rates over the last 3 months are at the highest level in 20 years. Which makes profitability very difficult, at least at the current prices. So will rates be coming down much in the near future? It is pretty unlikely rates are going to come down in any meaningful way in the coming months because according to Fannie Mae, the most recent inflation numbers came in with a CPI of 2.8 and a core CPI of 2.9%. This is still well above the Fed's target inflation rate of 2%. This is likely to result in rates not improving much in the near future unless we see a larger downturn in the economy or the inflation rates get closer to that 2% target rate. Let's take a look at how current rates affect the target GRM for a break-even for a fourplex with 25% down. The current break-even GRM is about 9.54. As I'm recording this video, there were only 2 fourplexes on the market with a GRM at or below this break-even number. In January, the sold prices as a percentage of original asking price was 95%, which means that buyers on average have about 5% bargaining power. This has went up from only 1% the previous month. The average days on the market for a sold fourplex went way up to 113 days from only 19 days last month. Remember, I had pointed out in December that there were an unusual amount of well-priced fourplexes that hit the market and they sold fast. The current days on the market for active listings was actually up to 111 days compared to 95 days last month. Overall, the inventory for active fourplexes is an unhealthy range of nearly 4 months on the market. The average list prices are out of touch with the rest of the statistics, and the average sold prices are showing an obvious downward trend over the last 6 months. If you're enjoying this analysis and you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now so that I can keep you in the loop about everything happening in the Sacramento investment market. So what's likely to happen over the next month or two? I'm making a prediction that rates will continue to be stagnant, at least in the short term. Rates will continue to be the key driver of the fourplex market in the coming months in the Sacramento area. Significant rate relief is at best months away and will require the inflation rate to come down substantially before we see any meaningful improvement. Assuming these things, inventory will likely to continue to go up over the next 30 to 60 days. I believe the pending and sold numbers are likely to be stagnant because honestly, they can't really fall much further when you only had 3 current pending sales and 4 closed sales last month. With days on the market up so much, inventories rising, and the pending and closed sales at near historical lows, I predict prices to start coming down for fourplexes over the next few months. I could be wrong, but I don't see any other conclusion that makes any sense based on all the facts. For potential sellers, if you're looking to sell soon, you need to price aggressively and understand the value of your property will be set by the cash flow, given the current interest rates, not comparable sales. If you don't have a competitive GRM, you're likely not going to be successful selling. Also, there's a possibility that if rates don't come down, prices could fall as much as 10% over the next 6 months if the inventory continues to build and the sales stay at the low level they are now. If you want a rent analysis or an update on your property's value, give me a call or look down below the video for a link in the description to get these services. For buyers, I wouldn't be expecting rates to come down much anytime soon. The best strategy is to target the best deals and act quickly, realizing that right now, this is more of a long-term play. It's also a good time to consider using an interest-only loan, at least in the short term, to improve cash flow while we're waiting for the rates to come down a bit. Whether you're thinking of buying or selling in the next 7 days or 7 months, feel free to give me a call, text me, so that I can answer all your questions and I'll help you plan a smooth purchase or sale fourplex transaction.